Okay, let's stay right there because that's part of the confusion that's being thrown into the movement. When you spoke on
Islam and what
the last part of the you have state citizens and you have the residents. So we classify, let's say, the Moors that's going around with just the nationality card, but not really affiliated with the government. What we call them residents, you know what I mean, and those who are active within the government, what we call them state citizens, state citizens of that government.
Exactly.
Islam.
Exactly. So right now,
wow.
all these Moorish Americans, and quote me on this, and I'll say it again, and they can't prove me wrong. They can't, and I'm saying it for the record. They cannot prove me wrong. No Grand Sheik, no Supreme Grand Sheik, no Hebrew Israelite, no African American, no politician in the state government, no politician in the United States government, no religious leader. Can't none of them prove me wrong. None of them can prove me wrong or what I'm saying wrong. They can, I challenge them. Step up to the plate. They ain't got to do nothing. They can post it on Facebook. Okay, Cannon Bay, I want to challenge you on what you said. They ain't got to do nothing but point. I get the message. We can do it. Okay. What they're going to end up doing, when I do face them, what they're going to end up doing is a bunch of rhetoric. They're not going to be able to prove nothing that they're saying in law. Because it's only one law. It's only one. Truth rise to the top. Falsehood going to fall to the bottom. Every time, okay? Residents, every Moor that's in the Moorish Science Temple of America right now are residents of the state in which they reside. If they are not a national citizen under this national government, they are residents. They're walking around with state IDs. They're walking around with and driving around with state license plates. Their children are being issued birth certificates by whatever state they reside in. Okay?
It's my point of interest.
You got the flow.
Exactly. I'm in agreement with what you're saying right there. In addition to, I'm furthering to the confusion that's in the movement of those Moors who, like myself, who I was walking around active, with a nationality card and, going hard and so forth and so forth, but I was still a resident. I was still, a part of the corporation. So that's what I'm speaking on, the confusion, because remember, I was one of the Moors that came up under the ideology and the perception of self-proclamation, the paperwork is as strong as the beholder. So even though, like most of us that are conscious, but we don't have the government or the registration or the paperwork or the affiliation behind it, so we just, out here up under the proclamation act, of these customs and divine and natural universal laws and so forth and so forth. You see, so I'm speaking on the confusion of those Moors who are issuing out the nationality cards and just issuing out certain documents with no real validity to them, involving the actual authentic government, as you all are presenting you said yourselves to be. Islam, you have the floor.
Islam. When it comes to these declarations and stuff that Moors is doing nationwide, and most of the ones that's doing the declarations is like the Canaan land Moors and with Taj Tariq Bey them and this Moorish consulate. Listen to me closely. The Supreme Court has already stated that, guess what? An individual cannot change his nationality at will. It does not work that way. Nationality deal with a state government. And it's a meeting of the minds between the individual seeking nationality or citizenship and the state conferring the nationality or citizenship upon the individual seeking it. It's a contractual agreement between the two. Therefore, you doing a proclamation is nothing more than a public announcement. That's all a proclamation is, a public announcement. I keep telling Moors, that's not what Noble Drew Ali taught us. That's not what he told us to do. Noble Drew Ali is clear. You must proclaim your free national name in the government in which you live in and the nations of the earth. Okay. Do you live in the Moorish Science Temple of America? No, you don't. Okay. Do you live, when you leave the temple, you go to the temple for service, right? And then you go back to your so-called residence, and your residence is in somebody else's state. Okay? So you have the right now, you have the right and the capability now to be living right smack dab in the middle of everybody else, but you're not a citizen or a resident of the same state or municipality that they under. Now, I done put it out there to sheiks before, and I'm going to say it again. Soon as they humble themselves, I'll teach them how to run the Moorish Science Temple of America, because they don't know how. They think the services and having the services running the temple. Noble Drew Ali was deeper than that. They told you Noble Drew Ali used to have army tanks rolling down the street. You think a temple could get the army tanks to roll down the street? Now, I can't say for sure, but I've heard from some elder Moors that when Noble Drew Ali wasn't in the temple, he never even spoke about Moorish Science Temple of America. Okay? Now, I went back there when the prophet was here, but this is what an elder told me that's in their 90s. You see what I'm saying? That when Noble Drew Ali was outside the temple, he never even spoke about Moorish Science Temple of America. So when he went to the Pan-American Conference in Havana, Cuba, he wasn't there talking about Moorish Science Temple of America. He was there talking about us as being Moorish American people who has a nationality and a government. And our government being the national government. And us being the national citizens of the continent called U.S.A. So, you know, it's a lot of egos, man, that's involved here. I'm telling you. And the people, I really hold, even members of the Moorish Science Temple of America, I'm holding them accountable. They bogus as hell. And want me to tell you why they bogus as hell? Because they're sitting in the temples, listening to the sheiks. And I know they hear me talking, but they listen to what the sheiks is saying, but they not following what Noble Drew Ali say. Because Noble Drew Ali say this, Act 1. The assistant sheik is the assistant grand sheik in all uplifting acts if he live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and it is known before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Guess what that means? If they still telling you the nationality conferred by that temple, they not living according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Because the truth is the temple cannot confer nationality. Okay? So that would mean that all sheiks that are still telling the people and keeping the people from joining their free national government are not living according to those standards and principles. Therefore, they out of law and in violation of Act 1. Now, I'm finna call them all out again. I got to. Because this 2019, I don't have no more time to play. So I'm bringing every sheik in this country up on charges. And I'm starting with Act 1. You're all sheiks of the Moorish Science Temple of America and everybody that's a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, go to your sheik with exactly what I said and bring their tail up on charges. Act 1, they're in violation of Act 1 because Act 1 say they must live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So they're keeping you and they're not giving you your nationality and they're keeping you from achieving and getting your nationality, which is one of the things the prophet say he bought for us. They're keeping you from getting your nationality because the temple does not confer it, and unless you join your state government, you will not have it. You are still a 14th Amendment citizen, and therefore I'm bringing the sheiks up on charges for that. They're in violation of Act 1. Bam. The next charge. Hold it. I'm bringing my charges right now. Let me finish bringing my charges. The next charge I'm finna bring against the sheiks of the Moorish Science Temple of America nationwide is this. They are not in law because if they are citizens or residents of any one of these 50 states that's known to be a state of, and if they are carrying a driver's license, state ID, or driving on the license plates of any one of these state government entities, They are amalgamating with the pale-skinned nations of Europe, and I'm bringing them up on charges for that, which goes against the Holy Quran of the Moorish Temple of America and the lesson that Noble Drew Ali taught us of the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic nation. Bam. That's my second charge. Now I want them to dispute them 2 charges. Right now, right now, me personally, being a member, I snatch all their titles. I snatch all they sheikdom from them. I'm snatching it. I say none of them are sheiks. None of them are sheiks. Because all of them is in violation of the law. Now, tell them to prove me wrong. Tell them to prove me wrong. If they amalgamating with these state governments, they out of law. Period. They amalgamating with the pale-skinned nations of Europe. None of these state governments belong to us, and none of these state governments is our government. So if they telling people to join and interact in those state governments, to take seats and offices in those state governments, they're amalgamating. If they voting in those elections, they're amalgamating. If they carrying their identification, if they getting birth certificates from them, if they voting in anything they doing with them other than separating, they're amalgamating. Period.
Period.
Now, let's see what happened now. Let's see. Yeah, I want to see them answer my charges and prove that what I'm saying, that they not in violation of those charges. And like I say, I'm holding the grand body of the Moorish Temple of America. The grand body of the Moorish Temple of America is the members. Hold your sheiks accountable. Hold your sheiks accountable. Period. That's the bottom line. I don't even want to talk no more. That's the bottom line. Period. See, playtime over with. Playtime is over. Read the charter of the Moorish Temple of America. Didn't know Drew Ali left the 1010-5905. The 1010-5905 says that the Moorish Temple of America is deriving this power and authority from the great Quran of Muhammad. So pay close attention to what I'm telling you. The United States of America Republic government derives this power and authority from Allah and Allah alone. So if Allah is the head and the leader of the divine national movement, you need to follow what Allah laying down, because Allah is blessing this nation called the United States of America Republic government, and the people of the United States of America Republic government is getting its power and authority from their creator being Allah, and the Moorish Temple of America is deriving its power and authority from the Quran of Muhammad. Period. Now, that's the second charge. That's the third charge I'm bringing them up on, because they misleading the people. If you read the Bible is telling you there's nobody in a seat of power and authority unless they derive that power and authority from God, from Allah himself. So guess what? I let the 1010-5905 stand as evidence on these charges, because until they can show that the Moorish Temple of America derives this power and authority from Allah himself, then guess what? They out of law again. They out of law again. And I'm going to say this here. I want you to think about what I'm getting ready to say real close. Think about this. Who created temples and synagogues and churches? Did Allah create that, or did man create that? Think about it. Think about it.
Man.
Because Allah temple, he already created his temple. He already created his temple. You see what I'm saying? Allah temple already been created. Guess what? Guess where his temple at? Right here in your face. This is his temple. His temple was already created by him personally. He don't need no builders. He don't need no builders. Now, think about it. Think about it. I yield the floor.